us this morning. LeVar, good morning. Talking some Bills-Titans. What a night for the King last night. Derrick Henry came into the game leading the NFL in rushing, despite having only played 5 games. Last night, 143 yards, 3 touchdowns, his 5th straight 100-yard rushing game. All that speed for a big, bruising running back. It's fun to watch. And yet, the Bills still had a shot to win this late. 4th and 1, 22 seconds left. Josh Allen slips on the quarterback sneak, and that's the game. The Titans take down the Buffalo Bills 34-31, your final. A lot of questions after the game on that 4th and 1 call. LeVar, if you're on the Bills, are you happy with Sean McDermott's decision to go for it on 4th and 1?
I mean, I'm happy. I mean, think about it. Josh Allen is a very tall, physically capable young man. I just think that if you're going to go with it, you commit to it and you do it and you stay with it. But I would have took the points. I felt like Buffalo was the better team coming into the matchup. Take the points, go into overtime, and see what you can do. They were prepared for this play. There was an open space. As you can see, if you look at it, there was an open space. Yeah. I feel like this was a miss on Josh Allen's part. Like, I know you want to push it up in there and get the yardage. I mean, he's got to pick his head up and see that it's literally one gap over. Like, if 89 gets the block, I mean, maybe they feel it. I don't know. I just don't think you just stick your head down and just say, okay, here we go, here we are, let's see if we can get it. I think you got to be a little bit more strategic. Keep in mind, they've attempted eight times on 4th down. Up until last night, they were 2 of 8. 2 of 8 on 4th downs.
Yeah, there you
I would have took the points. I would have took the point.
Yeah, so listen, a number of things here. I disagree on taking the points because I don't think in the NFL overtime, and obviously everyone knows this, it's not like basketball overtime where it's just a timed period. So because of that, I don't think it so much matters of do we have the better team. The question is, if we lose the coin toss, can we stop the other team? And I think Sean McDermott understood with the way that game was going, I don't want this game to come down to a literal coin toss. If we win the toss, we'll win. If we lose the toss, we'll lose. And Derrick Henry's going to finish with 200 yards instead of what he finished with. So I support going for it. His quarterback just let him down. His quarterback let him down on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he's running around, inspired by his hurdle over L'Jarius Sneed from last week. Cole Beasley's open in the back of the end zone. He doesn't see him. Instead, he tries to go Superman, and he comes up short. But, hey, you got another opportunity, and he slips and falls, and they lose. Like, guys, it's not, to me, it's not. And you see that guy running all by himself in the back of the end zone? That's fine. He didn't make the play. He had an opportunity to make up for it, and he fell down. He literally fell on his face and lost the game because of it. That's not a hot take. It's play-by-play. And so I think Sean McDermott, Broussard, made the right call. Josh Allen just let him down last night. It happens. Josh Allen has come through for him many times, and he will many times in the future. Last night wasn't one of them, and now all of a sudden, they're 4-2, headed into a long bye week, thinking about what could have been, what should have been.
Okay, you cleaned it up a little bit at the end, Nick, because you had taken it to an ugly place, just so you could rip Josh Allen. All right, just so you could rip apart Josh Allen, we get it. But here I'm going to answer the question. I'm with LeVar. It was the wrong move. Number one, it didn't work, so we know it was the wrong move. All right, but secondly, they are not a good red zone team. All right, LeVar brought up that they were 2 and 8 on the 4th downs, but yesterday they were 2 and 5 in the red zone. We saw from the beginning of that game, first 18 minutes, they are in the red zone twice. They have to settle for 2 short field goals because they couldn't punch it in. On the season, they are 26th in the league in red zone efficiency as far as scoring touchdowns. The only teams worse than them, none of them have winning records. So they've got to fix their execution in the red zone, but do that in practice. Don't do it in a game when it's on the line. So I think they should have gone for the points and tried to win it in overtime. And I get what you're saying, Nick. Derrick Henry obviously is the best running back in the league by far, and he's unstoppable. However, they had done a good job on him. Yes, he had the 76-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. But after that, they did the fourth quarter, he had 18 yards on 6 carries. Outside of the 76-yarder, he had 19 carries for 67 yards. That's 3.5 carries a pop, or yards a pop. And remember, their starting left tackle, Taylor Lewan, had been hurt. So he was out. He's a Pro Bowler. That's a guy that Derrick Henry is running behind a lot. So I think if you get in overtime, even if you miss the toss, don't get the toss, you still have a good chance of winning that game. You can stop Tennessee, and then you get the ball back and get yourself in field goal position. So, Wiles, I'm with LeVar. I think they should have taken the points and fought in overtime.
You guys are like, I'm just shocked. I'm shocked that I'm put in this spot where you guys are taking the lame conservative route of like, let's put the points on the board. And now I have to agree with Nick, but Nick is going to trash Josh Allen. So I'm somewhere in between. It was the right call. Titans defense made a good play. And guess what? Josh Allen's cleats were probably a little bit slippery. It is what it is. You don't give Derrick Henry a chance to beat you. And we know deep down in your heart, I'm not questioning your integrity, Broussard. You are beyond reproach, my friend. But if Derrick Henry ran for a touchdown in overtime, we would have come on this show and you would have thought, shouldn't have kicked the field goal. Shouldn't have kicked the field goal. Oh, Chris Broussard with that hook shot plays to win. No, you don't kick the field goal. So I just don't buy it. And I understand they're not great in the red zone, but the Titans had scored in 6 of the last possessions, 4 touchdowns. Like, they were going to score. They were going to score, and we all know it. I know, Nick, you want to rip Josh Allen. The guy slipped. And when Dak Prescott didn't get it done against the Patriots, we said the Patriots did a good job. Nobody ripped Dak Prescott, even though he failed twice. No one ripped Dak Prescott because you love Dak Prescott. You don't like Josh Allen, so you decide to rip Josh Allen. Give the Titan and Mike Vrabel
Go ahead.
credit.
I want LeVar to go.
Yes,
I want to hear LeVar.
That's not what it is.
Foremost,
go ahead, LeVar.
Let's replay. You're looking at the play replaying. Josh Allen is, over 6'5"? Why not just jump and reach? Why not step up and jump and reach for the first down? First of all, that's the most obvious.
Good call.
That's the most obvious of it. Come up right now, get the ball, jump and reach for it. Because the front guys, as you can see, are knifing in. They're coming in low with the linemen. You see the linemen are coming in low. Those linemen are shoulder to shoulder, head to head. Josh Allen is he's got about, 8-9 inches being above that line of scrimmage right away. Reach over, Josh.
Or just don't fall.
Well, reach over.
Here's the other thing.
He could fumble.
Listen what I'm telling you. As tall as he is, look at how hard it is for him to have to get that low to be able to drive in there. That becomes the disadvantage. He needed to see that they were playing that run heavy and they were playing it to stop him from running inside.
He needs to make the play. This is on. Because he can make the play. It's pro sports. And Wilds, miss me with the Dak Prescott stuff. Because Dak scored on 3rd down and the refs missed it. He fumbled on 4th down. And he would have been ripped if he didn't follow that up by converting a 3rd and 25 to get him in field goal range at the end of regulation. And then throwing a dime to win the game. Guys, a month ago, we held, rightfully so, a parade for Lamar for converting a 4th and 1 against Kansas City to win the game. It is pro sports. You're a Super Bowl contender. You're an alleged MVP candidate. Broussard's talking about the Bills, how bad they are in the red zone. Like, that's not maybe a sign. The quarterback needs to be better, and he fell on his face and they lost. That is not me ripping Josh Allen. It's just me not treating Josh Allen like he is someone who needs to be handled with kid gloves. Like, don't criticize him. Don't you dare. No, he's the second leading Vegas MVP candidate. Don't fall on your face.
Okay.
How about that?
But how do you
Take the
feel
points,
about
Jenna.
Josh Allen is the question I have. Back talking the Seahawks, exploring all options with Russ sideline. But what about